So do we, how do we do that? Do we have to make a motion? Does the city administrator in charge until we make the motion?
Actually, I'm going to be.
You what?
I'm going to be so.
You're going to be
in charge. I'm not. I'm doing everything tonight. You're in charge.
Yeah. So, council, according to Utah law, whenever the mayor is not at a meeting, there would typically be the mayor pro tem who's in charge of doing the meeting. But where our standard mayor pro tem is out of town as well, you'll need to vote to elect a mayor pro tem just for this meeting. And so that'd be the way to kick it off, and then we can proceed with everything else. Unless you'd like to, we could still open with the invocation and the pledge and then do the vote.
I'll move that we nominate Jim Urey to be our mayor pro tem for the night.
Second.
Oh, I hear the train whistles.
Can he second his own nomination?
So we'll just go down. Councilman Urey?
Oh, okay.
Councilman Swanson?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Heavens, yes.
Okay. Then we will turn it over to Councilman Urey. And here is the agenda with the packet.
Let's go fast.
And the gavel.
Yep.
Get over here, Leonard. Let me bang you on the head.
Why would I do that?
Okay. Welcome to all of you who are listening in, because we only have one here, so it's good to have some listeners in, right? So we excuse Mayor Taylor tonight. He's out of town. And we excuse Cheryl because she's out of town, and so, as is Lynn, right? All three of them out of town. We should have planned our vacation better.
We could have.
We'll open our meeting today with a pledge, and Annette Spandlove, our city recorder, is going to give the pledge and a prayer, an invocation, and thank you, Annette.
Our Father in heaven, we're grateful for this beautiful December evening. We're grateful for the opportunity to serve here in North Ogden, and for the citizens. Please bless and keep them safe and strong and healthy, as well as our military. Keep them safe and strong and healthy, and their families. Bless this great city and these council members and the employees that work here, that they will do the things that will keep this city great, and that they will make decisions in agreement that will benefit the city and the citizens. Bless us this night as we depart and head to our homes, that we will do so safely. And we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Please repeat after me. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Annette. Okay, Council, we have on the first, number one on the agenda is our consent agenda, which would be the minutes for October 10th, 2017. What's your disposition on those?
I move that we approve the agenda for October 10th, 2017.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes for October 10th, 2017. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? The ayes have it. Okay. Now we'll move on to the active agenda, and as we do in all city council meetings, we'll have on the active agenda, the first thing is our public comments. So we would welcome any of those in the audience that would like to make public comments to come forward now. Please state your name and address for the minutes, if you would, please.
Sure. My name's Ryan Speltz, 163 West Lowman View Drive, North Ogden. I'm glad I got to the front of the line here. It looks really busy tonight. I'm coming today in regards to our road, Lowman View Drive. I don't know if it was a city, if the city had anything to do with this project. I heard that they probably didn't, but when they laid the gas line this last year and came in and tore up the road and laid that new pipe, when they came back in and paved it, there are 2 manholes right about where Rick Skadden lives. I don't know if you know where his house is, but there are 2 manholes of cement. It's kind of, they've created some big potholes, basically. The road itself is overall improved because it was really bad before and they had to repave a bunch of it. But there's 2 spots where in the night or in the snow, we've had a little snowfall, you don't see it and it feels like it's going to rip the tire off your car. I don't know if that company needs to come back in and fix that or what, but they're 2 of them. One of them's worse than the other, but they're right there kind of as the road turns, coming from the utility building, going to the west, as you get to where the road turns and goes down the road a little bit, and then my house is just down a little further, so we use that road consistently. Anyway, I just thought if the city council has any sway with them, they overall did a good job of repaving the road, but those 2 little potholes are pretty bad and give you a good little jarring if you do that. So I don't know if there's any, I don't know who to contact or whatever.
Is it the concrete collar that's around it that's sunk?
Yeah, so it's almost like they put too much asphalt in around it and it's up higher than the concrete collar. And so on the one of them and then the other one is a little different. It's almost like a square shape. It's like they cut out a piece or something and didn't lay it all the way. And I don't know if there's plans for them to come back and do some more stuff because they were doing some work right in front of the utility building. And so I thought maybe they would come back eventually and fix it, but it hasn't been fixed. And so anyway, something to.
I think John's the guy probably to talk with the.
John talked to Dave.
Yeah, I'll reach out to Public Works.
I'm assuming it was inspected before it was turned over, and so.
And we'd still be within the warranty of their excavation permit.
Anyway, I appreciate any of
Thank
that.
you,
So,
Mr.
thanks.
Speltz. We'll look into that.
Thank you for not putting that in the newsletter.
How is that going, by the way? Any feedback or?
I love it myself.
Good.
I think the community loves it.
I think it'd be fun to have a spotlight section in there where you spotlight maybe the 2 new city councilmen.
Yeah.
You know, have them do bios or something like that. For
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Upcoming.
The mayor
I'd love that.
pro tem for tonight too.
And then, but even maybe even you could even have I mean, you just spotlight one month, maybe John, and another month in that, and some other people in the city. That may be kind of cool to have.
That'd be awesome.
So, just a thought.
I like that you send 2 copies to my house, one for me and one for my wife.
Are you getting 2 now?
Yeah,
Because at first you weren't getting
At first
any.
I wasn't getting any. Now I'm getting
I wanna
one
make
to
up for
resident
it.
and the other one to Councilman Uri. So, yeah, you made up for it. You doubled it.
Yeah, we found about 500 homes this last month that we weren't sending to, so now we're sending to them. So I don't know, it's just the post office.
And you know what I think is I like. I mean, I like that you have local advertisers, but I like also that you have some advertisers that are not local that people may use.
Yeah, it's been great. Okay, well, thanks.
Nope,
Let
I
me know
like
if there's
it.
anything
Thank you.
else.
Thank you. We have any other public comments? Okay, let's go to our next point on the agenda then. Next thing on the agenda is a public hearing to receive comments on a proposed annexation located at approximately 2521 North Mountain Road. And our presenter on that will be Annette Spendloff, our city recorder.
Council, Daniel and Allison Webb submitted an application on October 13th, petitioning for 2.258 acres located at 2551 North Mountain Road. The annexation requires the City Council to accept the petition for annexation so that we can start the process, and you did that November 2nd, 2017. The Weber County Surveyor has reviewed the annexation plat map and had, there is one change actually in the plat map. There's a canal that runs through the property, and it wasn't part of the ordinance or the plat map. And so the legal description changed with that. And we can't leave islands. The Utah State Code for annexations doesn't allow us to leave islands. So they have to bring that in, and that was caught after the fact. So we'd already scheduled the public hearing and had it noticed before this was caught. So tonight, you will be having the public hearing. Because I haven't got the legal description back yet, the Alta title report, the corrected one, and make sure it matches the plat map that will be recorded, tonight we will only have the public hearing. We haven't received any protests, and the period for protest was up. They had to file those yesterday by 5 p.m. So, do you have any other questions?
So we won't do item 3, correct?
Correct.
But I don't know what the Webb's plan is with this, but does this, since we're not making even though we have a public hearing, could the Webb's, if there's going to subdivide, could start doing drawings and stuff without a problem? Or?
I don't know that. I do know the Webb's asked it to be, they requested a RE20 zone. The Planning Commission reviewed that, and that was they agreed on that, an RE20, their recommendation to the council was an RE20 zone. The land around there is R1 and R10, R10 and R8.
And we did do an agreement with Weber County to give us the authority over, but I'm not certain that we've gotten the signed agreement back from the county yet, but we don't anticipate any delays. In particular, I believe they want to run some lines under the canals or some sleeves so they can, while there's no water in the canal, and
orient me where this is. Is this kind of by Cheryl's house?
It is.
Just kind of across the street, and there's a road that goes up to Dunkley's house?
Yeah,
on the south end of that property?
Yeah, so Mountain Road, I don't know why I twisted it, I shouldn't have. So Mountain Road is out here.
Mm-hmm.
And then the canal is right here.
Okay.
And then the Webb's own this piece of property right here in front of the canal as well.
Okay, so that other piece of property is not what we're talking about right there.
So this is what's being annexed in, this piece plus the canal. And I think the Dunkley's on this piece. You know, it's a much larger piece, but they're just to the north of the Dunkley.
So the one, now Webb's on the piece that's outlined, not that piece below it, or they own that below it too?
They just own this piece, and there's a piece here that's already in the city.
Oh, that they own also?
Yes.
And they will connect to all utilities according to our annexation.
How about, is there a curb and gutter there right now? You know?
There is not. But where the parcel that's actually, so where they're not subdividing, they don't have to do the subdivision improvements.
Really?
Yeah. So this has come up more than once in the city, where if it's, the curb, gutter, and sidewalk is only required when a subdivision occurs.
I think it'd be difficult to put sidewalk in there. There is curb to the north, so they could match up curb on that. But sidewalk would be tough because that comes down off a hill.
Yeah.
So now I just have just one other question on that. Item 3, there's no way we can make it a motion to accept it based on what the new plat comes, or would that just not be? Okay.
Because it's not written in the ordinance already. You don't have a corrected ordinance in front of you.
All right, thank you.
Are the Webb's here?
Right here.
And the hearing is really the thing that takes the most time because we have to do it. We have to schedule and notice it 14 days ahead, and so
it's 3 consecutive weeks ahead.
And so that's part of the reason we held the meeting tonight, is that we didn't want to reset the hearing clock. And so when we come back with the ordinance, it'll be
Will this be coming back next week?
as soon as we get the information from their engineer.
Okay.
But we have to have a hearing for 3 weeks in a row?
No.
That we won't again. That's why we're holding the hearing tonight, because we've already noticed it in the paper and we've had the protest period. So we will not have the public hearing again.
Okay, but there's no action for us to take tonight.
No, but you will open
You
for
just have to have the
public hearing.
Hey, any further comments from the public?
You have to open the public hearing.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing it.
Tap the
Okay,
gavel.
I get to tap the gavel, huh? Okay, we'll now have to open the public hearing on the proposed annexation for property located at approximately 2521 North Mountain Road. So we invite anyone that has something to say about this piece of property to come forward.
Move to close public hearing.
Okay,
Second.
there's a motion to close the public hearing. I'll vote yes on that. Councilman Swanson?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That motion passes and the public hearing is now closed.
And then do we need to make a motion to table 3 until we have a, so I move that we table 3 until we get more information about the property.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to table item number 3 until we have more information to treat that. Councilman Turner?
Yes.
I vote yes.
Yes.
Okay. 3-0. Boy, we're hitting a home run now. Is there something we could do really sneaky tonight, or?
We could make a motion that the mayor has to buy us, make cookies every week that we have council meeting or something.
Oh, boy. Okay, we'll move then to item number 4. Discussion or action to consider an ordinance setting the date and time for the City Council and Planning Commission meetings for 2018 calendar year. And again, our city recorder, Annette Spendlove, will be the presenter on that. This, by law, we have to do this, don't we?
Yes, the Utah State Code requires you to set by ordinance the meeting times each year, and we're doing that now. I've talked to the mayor about this, and he would like to keep it the same as it is now. So our meetings will begin at 6 every first, second, third, and fourth Tuesday of the month, unless it's a holiday or elections. And the Planning Commission will meet the first and third Wednesday of every month, unless it's a holiday. And they meet at 6:30.
Can we be mean and just make a motion to have them meet at like 9:30 at night or something? No, I'm just joking. So, I mean, this is just 6 o'clock for both, or 6 for us and 6:30 for them. Is that correct?
That's correct.
No change.
All right.
No change.
Ordinance 2017-27.
Yes, that's correct.
Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, I'd move that we approve ordinance 2017-27, setting the date and time for City Council and Planning Commission meetings for 2018 calendar year.
I second it.
We have a motion and a second on setting the council and planning commission meetings calendar for 2018. Councilman Swanson,
Yes.
Councilman Turner,
Yes.
and I vote yes. So look at that. I've tied the hands of those new people coming in already. Look at that. They don't even get a say in this. Okay, we're back to public comments. Anybody have some public comments? Seeing none, we close the public comments then. Okay. Council, mayor, and staff comments. Staff, Annette?
Yes, next Tuesday at 4:30 from 4 to 5:30, we are going to have an open house to honor our outgoing council members, Jim Urey and Lynn Satterthwaite. We'll have light refreshments here in this room,
4 to 5:30.
4 to 5:30. Invitations are going out first thing tomorrow.
December 12th, huh? Okay. Thank you. I'll say that in advance in case I don't show up. John?
Justin Schinzel has already responded that he will look at those manholes and see what's going on. So he's a hard worker. All the people over in that department are hard workers, and you know, when they respond to texts and phone calls all sorts of times of the night. So such wonderful folks to have around. That's about what I've got. We have been issuing warnings for the parking citations. No citations have been issued yet. It's been warnings. But I know the police have been on top of it, and they're tracking it with a Google Doc to make sure they're not giving someone more than one warning. And then essentially once you get one warning, the next time it's a citation. So they're
What's the citation amount?
$25. And they can appeal it if they'd like to. It goes to one of our administrative hearing officers, and the fee, I don't believe we charge a fee to go before that individual, because it would seem silly to charge a fee to, it kind of flies in the face of justice to charge a $25 fee to appeal a $25 ticket. So I think the council
Sounds like something an attorney would do.
I think when we did the consolidated fee schedule, the council said not to charge. This was maybe a year and a half ago. We just said it didn't make sense. So that's the cost. And that's all I've got.
You may remember that last week we talked about a trailer on Mountain Road there. And Councilwoman Stoker called me during the week and said, is there any way you could hook onto that with your truck and move it for that lady? She doesn't have any way to move it. So we got it moved for a Sunday night, so it's out of the way. And it's been there all summer, but she could have been ticketed for that, but it's out of the way. And
Well, that's good. I know that they were, anything parked on the road is in the purview of the police. And so I'm not sure if they'd already made contact with her or not, but it's nice to know that.
I made contact with her, and I told her it was a $150 fine if she left it there. So she was happy to let us hook onto it and move it. Okay, Councilman Swanson.
Nothing.
Councilman Turner.
Just a quick comment on the lighting ceremony. I thought the staff and everybody who was involved in the lighting ceremony at Bicentennial Park did a great job. Lights look wonderful. Jim hosted it. Santa is awesome over there, and the Youth City Council were there, and they actually loved that. And it was a nice ceremony. If you haven't seen it, you can see the lights from, I think, the moon. It's pretty nice over there. So that was a very fun ceremony.
I agree.
Thank the staff and thank those that participated and helped. Sorry, I can't think of who did the cookies and hot chocolate. Who was that?
It was
The Civic League.
Civic League. That was great. It was great to have the people there, and the choir was fantastic. So it was fun. So.
And the hours for Santa's house are posted on the website, but it's essentially Monday evenings and Saturday afternoons. But they are on the website as well.
The city really did it. The staff did a good job, and Jesse was over there working on it pretty hard. So I'll give our thanks to them. That was good.
Yep. That's it, Jim.
Okay. Well, I have one item that I'd like to bring up, and I don't know how to do this, John, but it's I would like to officially declare in North Ogden Weber State University Day in North Ogden on Friday, because for the first time ever, they have 11 wins in their football program, and they are playing the last year's national championship. They're playing in the championship round, and they will be playing at 5 o'clock on Friday. It'll be on ESPN2 for anybody that wants to watch it. And I would like to encourage, via our satellite or whatever we're doing here, and those who are here, to break out something purple. Put some purple on, and let's support Weber State University on Friday. And can we declare that then?
So
What would we
technically,
do?
as the mayor pro tem, you would have
I
the
would have
authority.
these guys?
You could technically do a mayor's declaration
Mayor's declaration.
Okay, that's what we're going to do then.
or mayor's proclamation. That's the
Mayor's proclamation. Okay, as mayor pro tem, I make a mayor's proclamation that Friday, December, what is that? That 8th?
yes, it is.
December 8th be declared Weber State University Day in North Ogden, Utah, and that we encourage all of our citizens to display some purple in the city that day. Okay?
Excellent.
That it?
Yep.
Okay. So let it be done, so let it be written, so let it be done, right? Okay, anything else? Nothing, there's
Move
nothing
to
else.
adjourn.
Boy, Cheryl is really missing a meeting, isn't she?
We need a
Move to
second.
adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting's adjourned.